Hey everybody, welcome to the APP Academy. I'm Coach Dominic Catalano. Today I'm joined by the great Corrine Carr. Corrine, welcome.
Thank you, I'm happy to be here.
Good, we're happy to have you too. Corrine, what are you going to be doing for us today?
We are going to cover block volleys. We'll talk about the technique and go over a few drills.
Awesome. Well guys, stick with us. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors with Corrine Carr.
Lucia Kovalova. Pickleball cocktail.
And cut.
Patrick, did you get all the shots you need? Because I would really like to go play pickleball.
Lucy, I'm making art here. Did Michelangelo take a break from the Sistine Chapel to go play soccer?
Places, everyone.
If she's got to go, I can take her spot.
All right, we're back here on court with Corrine Carr, where she's going to demonstrate block volleys for us. But before we even get into that, she wants to show us a little technique on grip and whatnot before we get to the block volley. So Corrine, go ahead.
Yeah. So the most important points are first the grip. You want to have a continental grip where the edge of the paddle comes down at the V between your thumb and your index finger. You want to make sure that you have light grip pressure, so maybe 4 or 5 out of 10. It's much easier to block when you don't have a death grip. And you want to make sure that when you're in your ready position, you favor the backhand a little bit, just because most blocking will happen with the backhand. You can cover a lot of area here, but you're very limited on the forehand side. You're pretty much only on this side of you. And the last bit is making sure that when the ball gets ripped at you, you truly just block the ball. So you literally want to put the paddle out, let the ball bounce off. So many players think that they are blocking, but they're still swinging. So make sure you really are just putting that paddle out.
All right, Corrine, now that you went over all that with us, do you have any drills that you'd like to explain to us too?
Yep, we're gonna start with quick hands, where we will both start at the kitchen. And we're going to volley with each other. So it's a very simple drill. The most important points are hitting the ball with a reasonable amount of pace so that we are forced to keep our hands up in front. And there's no time to let our hands get behind our body. So what this works on is meeting the ball in front, which you really have to do when you're blocking. So sometimes the chicken wing will happen. Usually this is because I'm ready for a backhand, I'm over on this side, but then the ball comes to my right. So the easiest thing to do is to just move the paddle over and catch that ball with the backhand. And here's the chicken wing. If I'm ready for either side and I'm centered, then it's much better to take that ball with a forehand right here. The next drill is called the two-touch drill. And we are, again, going to start at the kitchen. And we'll start with a volley. I'll volley to you, Dom, and you want to pop the ball up to yourself and then hit it back over to me, so I can also volley it out of the air, pop it up to myself, and then hit back across the net to you. And we will rally like this for a while. This works on taking pace off of the ball and softening it into the kitchen once we actually get to blocking. To do this, it's very important to have a soft grip, maybe 4 or 5 out of 10. And this too will transition to the block when we get there.
For that last drill, Corrine, on the two-touch drill that we just talked about, what's a key when that ball is coming for that first touch for you to be able to control that ball coming back to you on that first one? Because the first touch, you really have to soften that up. What's the key for that?
The softer grip for sure, and then a lot of players will initially have the face of the paddle a little bit too close so that the ball bounces forward. So you want to open up the face as well so that the ball pops up and you can make contact again to hit it across the net.
So Corrine, now after that one, do you have another drill for us or game for us?
I do. I have a third drill called the hard to soft drill, where again we will be at the kitchen. One player is going to feed a hard ball. Again, don't go crazy and take off anybody's head. So a controlled hard ball. And so I'll hit the hard ball to you, and you are going to try to block that ball into the kitchen. So take what we did in the last drill, have a soft grip, soft pressure, and you're going to open up the face of the paddle a little bit so the ball bounces off of it, up and over the net and hopefully into the kitchen.
Awesome. Well, that's a great drill to do. With that drill, can we turn that drill into a game?
We can. So we can play a game where both players start at the kitchen. One side will be allowed to attack and the other side is only allowed to block, no counterattacking. So it teaches a few things. It forces the blocking player to get in the mindset of actually blocking versus counterattacking. It'll show that if you hit good blocks, it's hard to attack those. Some of Dom's balls flew out just because I hit a good block. It was a little low. He tried to attack it, and it's hard to keep that ball in the court. So it'll show the benefits of blocking versus only counterattacking.